Welcome to Twilight Noobs!
Lame! This book sucks. This book is terrible. I'm not gonna lie at all. There was a whole chapter where it was just about how she almost died, and that was it.
and then she didn't. Like, come on.
Stupid.
Really?
Just die already. Gosh, get this book over with.
Seriously. Anyways, I'm Jason.
I'm Eric.
Woo! And like I said, this is Twilight Noobs. Two dudes reading Twilight for the first time.
And only time.
And the only time ever. This is never going to happen again.
There will never be a redux of this. I hope not, at least. Oh my gosh.
You'd have to pay me a lot of money to read these books.
You hear that, sponsor? Let's go. Let's get the sponsors going. I'll read it again.
I don't know if I would.
Really? I wouldn't. It's so tragic. Like, every emotion she has is just tragedy. One step after the other.
Oh, man.
I don't know. I could barely handle it.
Today we're covering chapters 3 and 4.
Phenomenon.
Yep, chapter 3. Like the John Travolta movie.
I've never watched that.
You never saw that movie?
I don't really watch any of his movies. I think I watched one of them. It was called Face Off. That was it. No,
this one's like it's like some meteor or something, or comet or something, and it gives him like powers where he can like telekinesis stuff. You know what I mean? Like, and he just like understands things like super well. Like if he reads a book, it just like he just knows it. It's kind of like that one movie with Bradley Cooper with the pill. I forgot what that was called.
And then there's the other one with Scarlett Johansson.
Oh yeah.
They're all the same thing.
It's kind of like that, but this one's like a comet gives him powers, and he has telekinesis, so it's a little bit different, I guess. And it's old school movie, so I don't know. But anyways,
okay.
So we're gonna be covering chapters 3 and 4 today. We should be putting up episodes every Saturday, so there should be chapters 1 and 2 should be up last Saturday. If that makes sense. Anyways. Whatever, who cares?
I don't know. This is way too advanced for me.
But
my brain can't handle it.
We're on as of right now we're on iTunes and Podbean.
Oh no way, we're on iTunes?
Yeah, we are.
Nice.
We got accepted. I don't know how, but
woo!
We did.
Sweet. I didn't even know.
I didn't even tell you that.
Yeah, surprise.
Yeah, the introduction's officially up.
Cool.
So we'll see how it goes.
All right.
All right. Anything you want to talk about before we get started?
I almost passed out about 3 times reading that 3rd chapter. I was just so bored. It's almost entertaining how boring I get. Like, or not boring I get, bored I get. Because you're just like, you're reading paragraph after paragraph, and it's just like, I don't know. Like, it's just hard to describe. It's just like, it's not going anywhere, you know?
Yeah, plot is...
She just dwells on Edward for so long in his perfect face. I'm going to start counting how many times face appears in each chapter. It's going to be like 5 or 6 times where she mentions his face.
I hate his perfect face.
I know, his gorgeous face. It's like, dude, get over it.
I was talking about just like life stuff. You didn't have to. I don't know. I was like, for instance, we were just talking about how I'm pretty sure I tore my chest muscle. So that's fun.
It's pretty much falling off his chest right now,
and it hurts, man. And I probably should, calm down and not work out. But I don't know.
But you're not.
But consistency, man. I'm like in this mode right now where I go, 5 times a week, and I'm just like, I got to do it. I don't know.
Yeah,
it would
but
be
the
hard,
bad
it would
thing
be hard
is
for me to stop.
Now you're gonna hurt yourself even more every time you work out your pecs.
know.
So it's like, why are you thinking you have to keep going?
Yeah, it's
do leg day every day. Could just do that. Get jacked in the kneecaps.
just beefy kneecaps.
I'm pretty sure there is no muscle in your kneecap, by the way.
No, there's not.
Did you know that you don't have muscles in your fingers?
Really?
Yeah, there's no muscle there. Because all the action that goes on in your fingers is like in your forearm. The muscles are back there. It's weird, huh?
Because you have like
anyway,
you have what is it? Tendons or ligaments, or whatever.
Exactly.
You can feel them. My fingers are really pudgy though. What's the pudge? Because my fingers are really pudgy.
I don't know. Finger fat, dude.
This is fat.
You got butterfingers. I don't know.
Dude, I gotta look this up.
What? Just trust
fingers
me. Don't have muscles.
Fat?
Fat. Fingers are fat. It's blood, dude. Blood and skin. And bone, obviously.
Are fingers muscles?
Are fingers muscles?
Fingers do not contain muscle. The muscles that move the finger joints are in the palm and the forearm. The long tendons that deliver motion from the forearm muscles. But what's this?
What's what?
What's like this pudge? Like, if this is all fat, like that's
it's
like...
cancer, dude. Get it checked.
What? That's really weird.
Poor guy. He just found out he's got cancer on a podcast.
I just want to know, like, I just want to know what the pudge is then, if it's not muscles.
You're gonna have to like get on your cell phone and do one of those like video chats with the doctor.
Yeah.
Have him diagnose it. He'll just be like, "Sorry, kid, you're just deformed. That's all." Poor guy.
I love these. People also ask. There's one that says, "Can hands get muscular?"
He's like doing finger push-ups.
And then there's apparently a slideshow, 10 ways to exercise hands and fingers, and it says, "Make a fist."
Duh. Now you gotta make a website like that. How to work out your nose. Scrunch it. Get mad. Get really mad.
Do what
develop your cheek muscles.
Farmer spit from your nose. Is that what they call it?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Where you go?
Oh, a snot rocket?
Snot rocket?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, one-handed snot rockets.
Yeah, just do that over and over again for your nose.
That would be hilarious. You make up like workout routines, except you give them all like really weird, like professional names, but it's like not a workout at all. Like blinking, for example. Yeah. Like eye bats. We're gonna do 50 eye bats in 30 seconds or whatever.
You know what's stupid?
Or you can move your ear, like you can like move it a little bit. You're gonna be like, I don't know, work out your ear muscle.
What's really stupid is, so I used to do a YouTube channel called Ladies Men, and we did this video where we worked out in it, and it's funny that you say that because we made up like exercises. Like one of them was actually nose flares.
There you
and
go.
I'd go like this with like my nose and like try to like exercise it. Like not even joking. So that's so weird that got brought up.
What?
I actually did that. Anyways, I feel like we've stalled too long. We've been like so stalling, so we don't have to talk about this book. But let's get into it.
Speaking of which, the way she started this chapter was how ticked off she was that it was like beautiful outside. Did you catch that? She was like describing how the ice on the trees was gorgeous, but it made her ticked off and like sad.
Groaned in horror.
I was like, how can you be so emo?
Yeah, we're gonna go over some stuff. So we're gonna do a quick recap of chapters 3 and 4, and then kind of just dive in more. Apparently, we both took notes this time.
No, I didn't. I was lying.
Oh, you lied! I believed you.
I took mental notes, bro. Let's go.
All right, here we
Watch.
go.
I can do the recap. She wakes up. It's snowing. It's very important that you understand that it's snowing. It's white. It's icy. It's beautiful, but she's still ticked off. She has to go see Edward or whatever his face is. She goes to school. She almost dies. She almost gets like run over by a van. And then beautiful, gorgeous Edward somehow appears right next to her and like completely obliterates the van that tries to trample her. And he's just like, "Hey, careful. You might have hit your head." And she's like, "What?" Then they go to the hospital and she's all ticked off because Edward won't tell her how she saved her because he was like super far away. And then he was like right next to her. Saved her life. That's about it.
He says that he was standing 4 cars down from me.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, so she like distinctly remembers exactly where he was or whatever.
4 cars? Like, I would remember that. Okay.
Who counts?
So they're at the hospital, and then, let's see. she's like freaking out. Like she's like, no, like how did you get over there so fast? Like what's going on? And then he's like, please, Bella, like nothing, like whatever. He's like really stupid about it. And then like Tyler, the guy that almost like killed her, like the whole time, like they're in the hospital beds. He's like, I'm so sorry. Like, please, Bella, forgive me.
Oh yeah.
Like, please. And then, what? Let's see. Everyone's like at the hospital, like all of her classmates. They're like,
right,
making sure she's okay, whatever. And she just like walks out, like barely, doesn't even like say anything really to him. Just like,
Yeah, she's a loser.
But she's like pretty much like perfectly fine, like really.
Yeah, she like bonked her head. That was it.
Like yeah, like she doesn't even have a concussion. Like you know what I mean? Like
I was super sad that she didn't.
Like she's got nothing. Like doctor just says like Tylenol, like just take Tylenol. So we actually get to meet Edward's dad, Dr. Coleman.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. Notes.
Yeah. Notes. Yeah. So we actually get to meet him, and he's the one that like takes care of her or whatever and all that stuff. Let's see. I'm trying to think of anything else is like quickly need to summarize in chapter 3. He just like she just freaks out about how she doesn't understand how Edward got over there to save her so quick. Like she just doesn't understand it.
Yeah, she gets like mad at him too because he won't tell her.
Yeah. And then Charlie tells Renee, her mom, about the incident.
Oh yeah. Big mistake.
Big mistake. So she's gonna have to like call her and explain all that.
Poor mama's worried.
And this is the ending of the chapter. Is she says that was the first night I dreamed of Edward Cullen. That's how chapter 3 ends. So now we're on. Yep. So I'm on chapter 4, and actually goes into her dream, which I wasn't expecting that.
Why wouldn't?
Kind of goes over it a little bit.
Of course you would.
I would not. I wasn't expecting that at all.
She would skip over it and then go back to it later.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, chapter 4, yeah. So the dream, and then she goes to class, and Tyler's still like trying to apologize.
You're not going to talk about the dream?
No, we'll go into detail after that. I'm just doing a quick recap right now.
Dang it, I thought we were almost done. Shoot.
Sorry. Let's see. I'm trying to like... I need to write down like quick recaps. I think I need to do that.
Right?
Because I'm just like going through it. I think I need to like write down... I have notes, but I think I need to write down quick recaps.
Well, let's see.
Oh, so they talk about the... I think the next thing really is they start talking about the dance.
Yeah. Jessica's like trying to figure out if she's going to go because she wants to ask Mike.
Yep.
And then Bella's like, nah, lame. I'm going to die if I go to the dance because she's like such a spaz. And then they're like, oh, okay. And she's all excited. And then like she's like basically throughout the whole chapter, each guy asks her out.
Every guy
Mike,
that's ever named. Yeah.
Even the guy that's like tried to kill her, he tried to ask her out too. It was hilarious. He even thought like she liked her, like she was turning everybody else down to like save him the spot to go to the dance with. I don't know.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
He's a loser. They're all losers. This whole book is a loser. I'm a loser for reading this book.
We are quite the losers.
I actually checked this book out at the library. You
even checked it out of the library, man. That's
right.
Much of a
I made an account at the library to check this book out.
That's so cool. And then so like so like you said, Tyler even asked her, and then like I think like the next day or something, Edward is so she notices that Edward's eyes are back to like that golden or
they're
something
getting darker.
Like that.
Yeah.
Like they're getting darker, but
every day they get dark.
But she notices that her, like, and they don't talk for like a while, and after the incident, and then one day, like, she notices that his eyes are like back to like the same way they were that one time when he wasn't as like pale, and he was like,
wait, what?
You know what I mean? Like there wasn't like stuff under his eyes, like the same time, like last time. And so he like grabs her keys that fall from the ignition, like he's like there. And he's like grabs them whatever for her, and then he like knows that she's going to Seattle the day of the dance, so he's like, you want me to drive you to Seattle? I'll go with you. And, like, Bella's, like, nods, like, okay, like, after all of this.
You skipped a ton, but that's okay. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh.
That was, like, the end of the chapter.
I couldn't remember anything else to do a quick recap on.
Like, what's his name? Mike or Eric is, like, asking her out right on the desk in biology.
Yeah.
And then Edward kind of, like, gets interested or whatever, and he starts, like, laughing at her, like, under his breath kind of a thing. And then he, like, starts talking. He, like, tries to talk to her, and she's, like, super, like, what? No, like, they start staring at each other for, like, 5 seconds. They, like, awkwardly stare at each other. You remember that part?
All I know is that Mike goes to the desk and, like, is, like, talking to her. And she's, like, trying to figure out if Edward is, like, looking or, like, interested at all. That's all I know.
Yeah, they're, like, staring at each other, and then, like, the teacher asks Edward a question. He already knows the answer.
Yeah.
And she was just, like, fixed on his eyes. She wasn't even listening at all, and he was, like, totally not even caring about her at all. He was just staring at her. She thinks she's all cool, and then all of a sudden he's like, nah, he's actually listening to the lesson. Get wrecked.
He's actually, like, interested.
But they have a conversation. They start talking about, like, or they, like, try to talk. Basically, Bella's just, like, super ticked off. Like, hey, are you talking to me again? Yeah. Super rude. Gosh. But they didn't really talk about much, if I remember right. They just kind of, like, start fighting. That's about it. And then she, like, leaves and drops her books, and he helps her pick her books up.
He's, like, saying... Basically, and he's, like, saying the whole time, like, we shouldn't be friends.
Right.
Like, we shouldn't, like...
Right. Trust me, we shouldn't be friends.
Trust me.
It's better for you.
Yeah. And then and then he's like, hey, I'm gonna go to Seattle with you. All right?
Like, oh, yeah, at the end of the day.
So stupid.
You want to ride?
It's so... Yeah.
But he disses her truck. He's like, I don't even think your truck will make it there in a tank of gas.
Yeah.
Me and my Volvo were like the super Prius.
Yeah, seriously. Gotta love it. You really should stay away from me, he warned. I'll see you in class. Like, that's such a weird, like, it's like he's got, like, multiple personalities or something. He's like... Oh,
that's what she says, too.
Like, we shouldn't hang out. Let's hang out.
Yeah, it's pretty confusing. I'd be confused if I was a girl, too.
Yeah, I would be, for sure. That's why I think the writing is, like, super just annoying. Like, I think
it is
how
annoying.
she wrote it is just the most annoying thing in the world.
Back and forth. I'm getting confused. Because she's confused.
Yep.
I guess that's what she intended to do?
Maybe this is just...
Or it was unintentional?
Maybe I just know what it's like to, think like a girl now. I don't know.
That's what I was expecting out of this book.
I'm slowly slowly, like, estrogen is getting built up in my body.
Is this higher and higher?
Yeah.
That's why you ripped your pec off.
Yeah.
Need more testosterone.
Alright. So let's go into more detail, I guess. Go into notes and stuff like that. Things that we came across that interest us, I guess, or things that were funny.
Yeah. Well, first thing, right off the bat, chapter 3.
Yep.
She looks outside because, like, for some reason it's brighter when she woke up. She's like, what? Why is it brighter outside? And so she groans in horror. And then the next paragraph is basically her describing how it's pretty outside. She even says, like, how it's gorgeous. Let's see. All the rain fell from yesterday. No, all the rain from yesterday had frozen solid, coating the needles in the trees in fantastic, gorgeous patterns and making the driveway a deadly ice slick. And then she's just, like, super ticked off that it's, like, beautiful outside. And I don't understand. Who does that?
She just can't be happy, man.
She can't be happy. She's in Forks. She's in a forest. And she's ticked off all day long. She's just emo. Bella, the little emo girl. I don't know. She's got issues. She can't, like, be happy with anything. She's always just putting herself down in the world around her. And
then she's like... I threw down a quick bowl of cereal and some orange juice from the carton. I felt excited to go to school. And it's like, yeah, I wonder why. Cough, cough, Edward.
Yeah, that's in the same paragraph.
Yeah, it is. Like, she's like, I'm excited to see Edward. I shouldn't be. And it's like, all right, whatever. And then she's got
a crush. She's crushing.
Super, yeah, she's super, like, how she thinks about herself is so weird. Because she's like, I was well aware that my league and his league were spheres that did not touch, so I shouldn't be all that anxious to see him today. And it's like, okay, so like, I was like, so what? Are you like a 5 out of a 10? You know, like when people are like, oh, she's a 7 or she's an 8. What is she, like a 5 or something? Like, and
Right.
Edward's like an 11. Is that what I'm getting from this?
Probably. It's probably the truth, too.
So it's like, why are they even interested in each other then? Like, I don't get it. It's so weird. The whole thing is weird.
Because she's from Arizona? I don't know. He's a vampire, right? So he wants that Arizona blood.
Yeah, maybe. It also talks so much about her clumsiness because when she's like going down the driveway, the icy brickway to go to her car, she's like says that she almost fell like a couple times, and then she was able to cling herself to the side mirror of the truck to like save herself.
Yeah, she's just a desperate mess.
Like, this girl, man, like, I feel like a cop needs to come over and give her like a breathalyzer test or something, because she can never walk in a straight line. Like, she
Her
can't
blood
just
alcohol
walk.
level is always just a little bit too high.
It says orange juice. Who knows what was in that orange juice, man?
Yeah, vodka shots straight in. Daddy's not home. She always gets in the liquor cabinet when he's gone. I wonder if she doesn't. Maybe that is it. They just don't write it down because she's too embarrassed, but she's always drinking.
Maybe. She,
Just have to assume it.
we got hit with in where we live, we got hit with some snow, and so I was like thinking about how they got hit with snow and stuff, and like how terrible drivers are in the snow. Like, they just don't even
Yep.
like.
They all drive just as fast or faster.
Or they drive like way too slow. You know what I mean? Like the plow, you know, already like plowed the streets and it's in like decent shape, and like people are still driving like insanely slow. I don't know. It bugs
They're all
me.
just super scared.
And then I wrote down Team Chuck again for MVP. Because so when I got out of my truck at school, I saw why I had so little trouble. Something silver caught my eye, and I walked to the back of the truck, carefully holding the side for support. Again, talking about her clumsiness.
Yep.
To examine my tires, there were thin chains crisscrossing diamond shapes around them. Charlie, his name's Chuck. Thank you very much. Had gotten up, who knows how early, to put snow chains on her truck. Like, dude, this guy is like super nice.
Yeah, he's a beast, man. Super dad.
He could be the MVP. It could be Team Chuck again this episode at this point.
That's right. Mark 1 for Chuck on the scoreboard. He's already in the lead.
No joke.
Besides that, though, freaking.
I still have notes, man.
You got notes?
I still got them. I don't know what you got.
Going? No. I don't have to skip this chapter until it got to the accident. That's pretty much all that happened.
That's pretty much where I'm at right now.
Exactly. See?
So, you know how she's like, nothing was moving in slow motion the way it does in the movies, you know? But like this whole part of the car crash in the parking lot, it goes on for like ever. Like,
it's like a whole page.
Like in the book, yeah. And so it's like, I understand like in real life it was like really quick and everything, but in the book like it goes by so slow too. I don't know if we should like explain kind of like what happened in the car crash. It was just basically like Tyler, he's
bit by bit.
he's in a van and he's going apparently too fast and like slides into the parking lot, whatever. And
but wait, first you have to remember that Edward was standing exactly four cars down
away,
from you, staring at me in horror. That's what she says. I can just see the vampire's face. It's just like, he looks like Scream or whatever. Like his mouth is just completely sagging down. Just, oh!
Yeah.
She's gonna die.
Yeah, the van's gonna slide right into her, sandwich her in between, you know, the van and the truck, basically.
Make a Subway sandwich.
Yeah. So I laughed at this because I was like, how fast is he going? You know how
seriously
to be able to slide that much, that far,
and to make that much noise,
you have to be going so fast. And so I was like laughing because I had the image. Have you ever seen Austin Powers?
Of course.
Okay, you know the one like the little forklift or whatever. Like I think he's driving it. and it's like super slow, and there's that one guy just standing there yelling because he's like ah, and like the like the forklift like runs him over, but it's like so slow, like he can easily move out of the way.
Right.
Yeah. I was just picturing that right here, like Bella just like standing there and the van's just sliding towards her, and it's like the slowest thing in the world. I was laughing at my head when I was reading this.
That's a good image. It's probably perfect too. Another thing is like, why the heck would that guy be going that fast in a parking lot anyways? Like, what was he in a rush to do? Like, just drift into the parking spot?
Yeah, I didn't understand why he was going so fast. It made no sense to me.
Nor did he. And he didn't give a good answer either. He was just like, I
didn't.
lost control. I was trying to brake.
Typical Tyler. I wrote down almost Team Tyler for MVP.
Because he almost ended the book early.
Because he almost did it. Almost. This close.
He did what everybody else couldn't.
The hero what we deserve.
All right. We should make another book, Twilight, alternate ending.
It's like 20 pages long.
50.
Yeah.
Be perfect.
Yeah. I wasn't happy about how Edward handled this situation at all, because how he gets over there so quick to like stop the truck from hitting her. I feel like he gives up way too fast, because he's like, how did you get like she's like, how did you get over here so fast? How did you save me? Whatever. And he like plays it off fine at the beginning, but then he's just like just leave it be, Bella. Like
right?
You know what I mean? Like, dude, just say like, oh, you have a concussion, you hit your head, like
I wasn't that fast at all.
Yeah, that's obviously impossible. Like, it's not possible. You know what I mean? And then just stop talking about it. He keeps saying like
he handled it super poorly.
Like, super poorly.
He's definitely not like Superman. He can't handle his secret very well.
Yeah.
What a loser.
And he's like, trust me. It's like, what?
No. Can't trust this guy.
It's just a stupid... he handled it just very poorly.
I don't know. One of the images that I thought was kind of weird was how she was like talking about how his hands were moving so fast that they blurred. In my head, I was just like, so? Who cares about blurry hands? What's he doing? Like, in my head, I was like, okay, so the guy, basically what he would be doing is sticking his hands out. So if that's the image she wants us to like see, like blurring hands doing that, that's kind of a exaggeration. I don't know. I'd only think like if an author was gonna have blurring hands as imagery, that they'd be like doing kung fu, like wah! So in my head, I just saw Edward like fighting kung fu with the car. I was like, that's obviously not true. That's not what's going on. But that's all I could think of. Just a weird little image of Edward punching the car.
No, that's perfect, dude. I can totally see that. I'm trying to find the part where I have it quoted. It says, "Is she sleeping?" when she's in the hospital, but I can't find it in the actual book right now. But the part why I wrote this down was the quote is she sleeping? A musical voice asked.
Right.
I was like,
there it is again.
The musical voice again. So basically it's like, is she sleeping?
Right. I told you they'd be sleeping in this book, just like Lord of the Rings. I told you.
You mean singing? Did sleeping? You say? Yeah, I think you said sleeping.
There's gonna be a lot of sleeping in this book. I'm telling you.
There is sleeping in that book. That's for sure.
You're right. Singing. It's hard to talk with headphones on.
I know.
Yeah, is she sleeping? A musical voice asked. My eyes flew open. It's Edward! He's in my room!
Oh, Edward.
What a loser.
Eddie.
She's just ogling at Edward all day long. Whatever. Girl. Typical.
Would you call Edward? Or would you say Ed or Eddie? Like, how, you know what I mean? Edward just seems like a...
That's a good question. I don't know. You got like 3 words you could use to replace him. You got Ed. And then... No, I guess never not. I was thinking of that our cartoon, like Ed and Eddie. I was like, oh wait, Double D? He's not Double D.
Dude, Double D is a sweet name, though. That was pretty sweet. Eddie?
Pretty sweet.
Or you could just call him Ward.
Eddie just seems like a junkie name. Ward?
Just Ward.
Who'd call a guy Ward? Hey, Ward.
Hey, Ward. You just call him
Sounds
Colin.
like he's got to take control of like the prison cells and stuff. Warden. That's a terrible name.
Yeah, it is. I regret saying that.
Good. You should. I like the part where the X-rayed her head, though. I was like, dude, keep doing it. Keep doing it. Go, 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 go. Give her another one. Hit her with the radiation.
End my misery.
Exactly. Or at least maybe enlighten her. They could show her, like, how small her brain is or something.
Yeah, seriously.
This is why you're stupid.
And this part of the brain shows why you're so clumsy.
Do you see this small little white spot inside of your skull? Yeah. That's what's left of your brain.
I wrote down the quote of the year. I like this quote by Edward. He said, "No blood, no foul."
Lame. Yeah, when Tyler's like saying sorry to him or whatever.
He's like, and then he's just like, hey, no blood, no foul. You're good.
Don't worry about it.
And I was like, dude, you foul all day then. Like, because
right?
if you have to drink blood, like, come on, man.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That must be why he said no blood instead of harm. I've never heard no harm, no blood, no foul.
He would be fouled out of a game, man. He'd have 6 fouls of basketball. He's out of the game, dude. How many times he fouls every day?
That's why he doesn't play basketball, dude.
I have to like bring in a sport or something like that. That way I can somewhat feel manly while talking about this book.
Yeah. Yeah. Got to get back to reality every now and then.
You remember in the other chapter where Chucky is talking about the Colons, you know? And he brings up the dad, and he's like, dude, you should see the dad. You know what I mean?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like kind of gay.
Yeah. So here I laughed because I was like, man, Chuck is messing. He's like missing out so bad. Like Ella's there hanging out with him and all this stuff. It's like, you should have been in the room, dude. You could have seen your boyfriend.
Ew.
And then I also wrote down that
I don't think he was that excited about it.
I could just picture like them in the hospital, and Chuck's like walking, he's like walking in, whatever, and he like sees Dr. Colin, whatever, and then the music plays. Edward's dad has got it going on.
Oh, loser. Yeah, that movie would have been more bearable if that happened, that's for sure.
Dude, that would have been
a little
sweet.
Love interest between the sheriff and the doctor.
Ooh. We also get our favorite thing back in this chapter. Ready for this?
Yep. My favorite thing.
Quote, "Can I talk to you for a minute?"
Oh, yeah, the hiss. They start hissing.
But this one doesn't have an S in it.
They're still hissing, though.
So it's got to be like can,
skills. Yeah, I don't know what that word's supposed to describe and how you're supposed to read the text when someone's hissing, but
I don't know.
It's so wrong.
I get it, like where you're like, "Can I talk to you for a minute?" Like you're like mad at the person, whatever, you know.
We'll say they're mad then.
Yeah, but to say like I hissed, like it's like physically impossible to hiss this sentence.
Right. Pretty much. Unless you really tried. You got to throw the S's in between each like vowel or something. I can't do it. I guess Bella's the only one that can do it.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Can I talk to you for some minutes? I don't know. It just doesn't work really well.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, we gotta email what's her face,
Stephanie Meyer.
Say like, hey, can you swap hist for something else in the second generation of these books?
No joke.
Please. Need a Tylenol just reading hist.
And then at the very end it says, "That was the first night I dreamed of Edward Cullen." This is the last note I have of chapter 3. And I was like, dude, give us the deets, you know? Like I was like, give us the details about
No, I don't want to know the details.
But I was like joking though. I was like,
yeah, right.
I was thinking like, oh, it's not even going to go into it. She's just saying like, oh, that was the first night I dreamed of Edward. And I was like,
turn the page, boom.
Well, the thing is, I read chapter 3, and it was like a couple days before I read the 4th chapter.
I read the 4th chapter this morning.
I did too. I wasn't gonna say that. I was trying to like just say a couple days afterwards, saying I was super prepared for this.
Oh, so prepared. Heck yeah.
But I was not expecting them to go into it, and so then all of a sudden I started reading chapter 4 today, and I was like, "What? It actually like talks about it? Like what?" Uh-huh. It's like really brief though.
Yeah, he's just like not walking away from her. It's pretty much all it was.
In my dream, it was very dark, and what dim light there was seemed to be radiating from Edward's skin.
The nerd's glowing.
You're yawning. This is putting you to sleep.
Oh, I know, seriously. Nah, lame.
Maybe you'll dream of Edward.
I doubt it.
The
only thing I dream about is like donuts right now.
Donuts. I haven't had a donut in for so long.
Come over, I got one left.
What is it?
It's like a sugar donut.
Do you not like filled ones, like jelly filled? Do you not like that?
Yeah, I hate them already. That's why that's the last one left. This guy.
I like the maple
Use your
bars.
Brain, man. Oh yeah, maple bars are my favorite too.
Those are so good.
They ruin it when they fill them with custard, though. I think.
I don't know if I've had a maple bar filled.
It's weird. It's too much.
Just his back as he walked away from me, leaving me in the blackness. No matter how fast I ran, I couldn't catch up to him. No matter how loud I called, he never turned.
Neither would I.
Troubled, I woke up in the middle of the night and couldn't sleep again for what seemed like a very long time. Oh, man.
And then she just keeps dreaming about him every day and every night. She started to obsess over this guy, man.
It's so creepy. Like, is this what girls do? Like, legit?
Yeah, for sure.
Legit, they just, like, they think about this dude, like, every second, like, his beautiful face.
Yeah, this chapter has, like, 5 faces. Just wait for it.
Perfect face.
It's gorgeous face. I just want to smush it. Yeah. Nope, that's totally what girls do. It's gotta be. Man. They're just obsessing over the one crush. And then, like, throughout this whole chapter, she gets hit on, like, 3 times by 3 different guys.
It's so funny. So she can't be a 5 out of 10. Or, like, the guy... This is a small town, so maybe the guys are just that desperate.
They're desperate.
You know what I mean?
I mean, look at the crowd she's around. She's around some, like, super, like, cocky guy that has a very low ego at the same time. I don't know. I wouldn't mess with that guy. That guy sounds like the psychopath that'll shoot up a school. And
Which
then
one,
Eric...
Mike?
Mike? Yeah, Mike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then Eric is just like some loner dude, can't really talk at all. He's like no self-confidence at all. So he's trying to hit on her. And then there's Tyler, the guy that almost killed her. For some reason, he thinks that they've got something going on.
He's got a chance.
It's like, what? What is this group of people?
To be fair, it was a month afterwards, so I don't know. But even the group, they don't even want to hang out with Tyler. Like, they even say, like, I think he, like, comes to the table or whatever. And, like, they're like, I don't know. So there must be, they can't have that big of a school, that many students. So, I don't know.
Maybe.
Tyler needs friends too, dude.
Yeah, but, like, he pisses off Mike and Eric, too, because they were, like, they see him as competition. Because he's always hanging around trying to make amends with her. Like, always trying to make her happy and, like, trying to say sorry all the time. I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. Bunch of little losers hanging out together at lunchtime. Yeah, and then it talks about, like, how no one really cares about Edward. Like, no one even talks to him. Like, are you okay? How are you doing? No one even, like, mentions it. It's all just focused on Bella.
Well, yeah. Well, and then Bella's like, no one else watched him the way I did. Like, that's so creepy. You know? Like,
oh, yeah. That is weird. What the heck?
I think it's fine, like, in high school, if you have a crush on someone and you're looking over at them a lot and stuff like that. Like, I get that. Maybe it's just
hard to control yourself, kind of a thing.
I think it's just the writing. I think that Stephanie Meyer talks about this way too much. Like, it's getting like we get it. Like chapter 1. We don't need this over and over again. You know what I mean? It's so weird.
Yeah.
Like, the book is only 237 or like something pages. You know, at this point.
No. Nope, it's like 400, almost 500 pages.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No.
You want to see? Yeah, it's like 495, 97. She might have made it a goal to hit. Oh,
on
no,
mine,
she didn't do it. 498. Oh, can you see it?
Okay.
Can't believe it. Anyway,
No,
it's a huge book. It's huge. Look at this thing. It's massive.
It could have been a lot shorter if she left out some of this junk.
Would have been way shorter if she just killed her right in the beginning with Tyler. It would have been sweet.
I still don't understand. I don't understand what... Like, if I'm Bella, I don't understand what's wrong with Mike. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he seems like a nice enough guy, you know?
It's because she's too focused on Edward. Mike obviously doesn't have a gorgeous face. She never mentions Mike's face.
They never say that Mike's ugly, though. Like, even Jessica's, like, super excited that she wants to go to the dance with Mike. Like, she really wants to. So he can't be that bad. Like, I don't know. I think Mike just gets left in the dust here for no reason. I don't know. We'll see.
It's because she's too obsessed over Edward.
They also call the dance in this... What is it? They said the girls ask...
Yeah, girls' choice.
Girls' choice dance or whatever it was. Girls' choice spring dance. In my school, it's like Tolo or Sadie's. Why don't they just say that?
Sadie Hawkins or something?
Yeah, I feel like everyone knows what Sadie Hawkins is.
Because it probably wouldn't translate good to another like language.
Could you imagine like posters and stuff that says like girls choice spring dance? It's so long. It's just awful. I don't know. I think it's stupid.
I think I had it at my high school. I don't remember though. I think we called it Morp because it was backwards.
We had girls' choice too, but we called it like Sadie's.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
I think we called ours Morp. Because you spell prom backwards. Yeah, prom backwards.
I'm never going to California.
Good idea. Me neither.
Morp.
Morp. Yeah, and then like the P was uppercase too. It was super weird. I don't think I went. I don't think anybody asked me, which was fine. No, wait. Okay, I did go. Just kidding. I did go.
Ooh, give us the deets.
There are no deets. I went to we went to go get our clothes. Like we had to get matching shirts, so we got like something at like some neon fluorescent colored shirt. It was like some giraffe, and he had like a drink or whatever in shades. It was weird. That was about it. We just went to the dance.
We had Mickey Mouse shirts. I did that one year. Just kept it simple.
Pretty simple, man. It's pretty stupid.
I think it was at like JCPenney and it was cheap. So I don't know.
Gosh. Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't bear that. I can't handle that. It's pretty shallow, dude.
Sorry.
Pretty shallow.
Enjoy your giraffe.
I used that shirt so much after that. I used it like every week.
Oh, gross. I want to know what Bella is actually good at. Can we name anything Bella is good at? She can cook. Did it ever say that Chuck was like, this is super good?
Crap.
You know what I mean?
Chuck's the hero. Remember, he was MVP that one chapter. He probably did say it.
Because she makes dinner, but... Because...
He says it smells good when he got in, remember?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, that's true. Because she says dancing was glaringly outside my range of abilities. It's like basketball is not her thing, volleyball is not her thing. She can't even walk straight. Like, she's only good at like labs and stuff because she's already done them. Like, I don't understand.
True. She likes to read.
What is she good?
She knows how to read.
She knows how to read in high school? Yeah.
She's super good at reading.
She can even read
She can drive. Sounds like she's not a terrible driver because she's in like an old truck. Does that count? I don't know. I'm trying to be on Bella's side right now. I'm trying to help her out.
But she almost hit someone.
She did? When?
In the last chapter, she backed up and she almost hit someone, and Edward laughed because at it.
Oh, you're right. Yep, she sucks. Dang, man. Does she have any talents? Shoot.
I don't know.
Oh, I know what. She's addicting guys to her. No, that's not a good way to say it. She attracts guys? Somehow?
Yeah.
She's got 3 right now. Almost 4, right? Edward eventually is going to go after her.
But is that a talent? I think it's just more good looks.
Maybe. Yeah, it's debatable. Maybe it's her clumsiness that's attractive. Who knows?
Because then the guys are like, we have to take care of her before
we have
she kills
to save
herself.
the damsel. Yeah.
She's gonna kill herself.
I hope so.
So yeah, she talks about how Mike, Jessica asks Mike, and then Mike is like, I don't know, like,
I'll have to answer you later.
Yeah, and he approaches Bella, and he's like,
yeah, he's the first to ask her out.
Yeah, he's
even though the girl's supposed to choose, right?
Yeah, exactly, girl's choice. And he's like, are you sure you don't want to go with me? Like, cause, and then Bella, dude, just turns him down flat. He's like, what did she say? Like, oh, I think you should say yes to Jessica. You know what I mean? And, like, totally just, like, not interested in Mike whatsoever.
But she says she made new plans, too, because she's going to go to Saturday. She just makes that up, like, right on the spot. Like, boom, yeah, I can't go because I'm leaving.
And then, dude, honestly, Bella's the worst person ever. She says, I suspected that Jessica enjoyed my inexplicable popularity more than my actual company. Like, like
she's so full of herself.
She's so full of herself, and she doesn't even, like, seriously, I don't understand how this person has friends. I really don't get it.
That's the real reason why she moved from Arizona. She, like, sabotaged herself. She had a bad name. Nobody liked her. She probably got in fights all the time. Slapping girls left and right.
That was the real reason.
Yeah, too many fights. Too many hair pulling cat fights.
I honestly would believe it. Why doesn't anyone in this school wear headphones? Like,
because this is like old. I don't know. Maybe it's too old for that.
Dude, in elementary school, middle school, I walked around with like a CD player.
Yeah, in my pocket. Yeah, I did the same thing. I stuffed it in my pocket somehow.
Yeah, you had a CD player. Like, come on.
Heck yeah.
Like, people, like, she should just have headphones in. They have computers. They gotta have something. Like, she can ignore Mike. Just, like, instead of, like, having him walk her to class every day, just put in headphones. Like, walk to class.
It doesn't mention any music ever, does it?
Not so far.
I think it said, like, the truck had a radio, but she doesn't, like, actually ever turn it on, does she? So she might not even like music. She might not even care.
Maybe.
That might not be her out. That might not be her technique. Too bad.
I learned something. I learned something. I don't know if it's true, though. The part where they're in class, whatever, and Mike's talking to her, at the desk where Edward is as well.
Right.
She shifts her hair over her shoulder to hide her face.
After what? I forgot. That's after they met eyes or something?
I don't remember, but she's just basically like to hide her face,
Oh, I know. That's right after the part where the teacher asks him the question while they're staring at each other awkwardly. And then
Zoe just walk into the room.
Oh, hey Zoe!
Are you kidding me right now, girl?
It's game time.
Zoe! She's grabbing like straws and sucking on. Hey.
Ooh, that's not a good idea.
Go see Mama.
Yeah.
Oh.
Be gone, child.
Alright. Anyways, so she hides her face with her hair, and I was like,
yeah.
I don't know if I ever noticed girls like doing. I don't know, like I never really thought about that for some reason in high school. If girls used this trick.
You never noticed because they were hiding themselves.
Maybe
they didn't call any attention to themselves. They were just peeking at you through their hair, like the little follicles. They're just like, oh, I see his face. Yeah, his gorgeous face.
It kind of makes me feel stupid. I don't know.
Why is that? Because you didn't notice it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Jeez. Aren't you dumb? I knew this whole time. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I never really had any awkward eye contact in school. If I was looking somewhere, I'd just look. Like,
are you kidding me? I had awkward contact all day, man.
Really?
Dude.
Usually what would happen, like, if I was staring at a girl or something, just, like, kind of, like, drifting off or whatever, and I'd just be looking at her, and then she'd, like, look at me, I'd just be like, I'd just, like, nod my head, like, what's up?
Really?
Yeah, that was about it, and then just be like, whatever, and then just look back down, and then I'd be like, oh yeah, shoot, I probably shouldn't stare, and I'd, like, look somewhere else. Because I wouldn't really pay attention during class, I'd just be, like, off in the distance, just another dimension.
You have to play it cool. You gotta do something, like when you're looking at them, like, and then, like, start... like, look away and start talking to your friend, like, at your desk or something. Like, try to, like...
And then point at her. And then start laughing. That's definitely not the worst thing you could do.
That would be pretty cool. That's actually
just
pretty
annihilate their self-confidence. Start pointing at her. Start laughing. Oh, they'd feel so bad. For sure.
Dude, high school was all about the flirty eye contact, man.
Really?
That's what
it was? Dang.
Mine
was all about playing water polo. Freaking water polo was my life. That was it. Oh yeah, and then garage bands.
Oh, whatever, dude. You must have, like, had some girlfriend or whatever kissing a girl in high school. Come on.
She was, like, in a different city, though. So I, like, didn't even, like, talk to girls very much. They were off limits.
That would stink in high school.
It was pretty stupid, yeah. I totally missed out on so much. And it wasn't worth it at all. The person's just a psychopath.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
It was dumb. It's a good thing it only happened once. Don't ever have to do that again. Woohoo!
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm glad that's over.
Pretty much. So, like, Edward, he, like, starts laughing at her.
Yeah.
The same way I would. He says, like, or what, they start having that awkward conversation where she's like, what, are you speaking to me again? I finally asked, an unintentional tone or note of petulance, whatever that is, in my voice. His lips twitched, fighting a smile. No, not really.
What accent was that?
I don't know.
No, not really.
Not really. He's Italian. Oh my gosh, I can't talk
Italian?
at all. He's Italian. Anyway, I thought that was hilarious. He was just, like, laughing at her. Like, what a dork. This chick is weird. I don't even know why I'm crushing on her.
Edward's kind of weird, too, but I love when he laughs at her. It makes...
Heck yeah.
It makes it
worth
enjoyable.
Yeah. And she's all pissed off. She's, like, gritting her teeth while they're having this conversation, clenching her fists and stuff. She just seems like one of those stuck-up girls where she's just, like... and just, like, walks away.
I think she's a lonely child. She never talked about any other kids.
She is a lonely child. Forgot about that. She doesn't know how to interact very well.
Nope. The other thing that makes me laugh big time was how she talks about she's there in gym and she's like, we moved on to basketball. My team never passed me the ball, so that was good. But I fell down a lot. That's like, what? Fell down from walking on the court?
Right? No one gave you the ball. Why are you falling? She's just, like, off in the corner, like, trying to participate. Like, totally separate from the game. And every now and then she'll be like, she'll just fall for no reason.
Have you seen those, like, the professional soccer players? Like, how they fake falling, whatever, to get a foul? You know? Yeah. It's like that, dude. She just, like, falls over. Yeah, she plays it so much. Like, it's so stupid. I don't get it. If Edward saw her in gym, I bet Edward wouldn't be interested at all.
He might be one of those guys that's also trying to save the damsel in distress.
Well, he did save her.
It's true. He actually did save her. Dang.
Team Edward, he might be the running for MVP. Eddie here might be, because he says, Bella, it's not my fault. You are exceptionally unobservant.
This is true. He disses her a lot. This guy is definitely deserving the MVP this chapter. He's laying the hammer down on Bella.
He might get the MVP at this point, but
heck yeah, I forgot about it. He's just dissing her left and right.
The problem is that he's kind of stupid about the whole car crash, though, so it makes me not want to give it to him.
But he's saving it. Some juicy facts for later.
And the fact that he wants to go to Seattle with Bella, like, it's just like, I don't know, man.
But wait, you're jumping ahead. So, like, they're leaving school, right? And she's, like, trying to get away from Edward. So she's, like, trying to pull out super fast. But Edward pulls out in front of her and stops. And, like, she can't get by him, right?
Yeah.
So it's, like, totally intentional. So he's trying to piss her off somehow, one way or another. Which is good, because tick Bella off all day long. This will make this book way more bearable. But then, like, he knew for some reason that Tyler wanted to ask her out. So Tyler was behind her. And where was it? Like, she says, like, she looks in the rearview mirror and, like, sees Tyler waving at her, like, hey! Like, dude, this guy is such a weirdo. He, like, rolls down or, like, gets out of his car and, like, knocks on her window. He's like, hey, you want to go to the... Are you asking... Or no, wait, what did he say? It was like, are you planning on asking me to the dance?
Will you ask me to the spring dance?
Yeah, will you ask me to the spring dance? I don't know. Why is he asking this? Like, dude, you just almost killed her the other day.
Well, and the thing is, he knows that she's planning on going to Seattle, but he thought that she was like lying about it just so that she would let Mike down, you know, softly.
Right.
It was like I was hoping you were just letting him down easy. You know what I mean? And it's like, Tyler, like, come on, dude.
You loser. Yeah, and he didn't even give up. He's like, oh, that's cool. We still have prom. Like. And it's he knows he's got a chance with her somehow. Like, what are you doing, dude?
Seriously, they're gonna announce prom, and like the second after they announce it, he's gonna be like, "Well, you want to go to prom with me?"
Right.
She's gonna say no.
Stupid.
Yep.
Oh, Tyler. And then she gets home, she starts cooking, dude. She made chicken enchiladas. Dude, she is good at something. Come on.
It sounds pretty good.
Yeah, dude. Onions, chilies, a little bit of blood because she almost cut herself.
Yeah, she's gonna have. Yeah, sounds
she's
about right.
Spaz.
Yeah, and then basically, I don't know, you get into the whole, like, stupid conversation between, like, her and Edward. The whole, I don't know, the whole Saturday thing, going to Seattle, I don't know.
Oh, well, she has to talk to her dad first about, like, I'm going to go to Seattle. And he's like, wait, why would you do that? I'll go. And then she was like, nah, I'm probably going to go hang out in, like, ladies' stores all day, trying to, like, shut him down so he wouldn't have to go with her.
So what is she actually...
Oh, shoot.
What is she actually going to do?
She just made that up.
Yeah, but she's not going to go to Seattle. Like, what is she actually going to do?
She's going to Seattle.
She says that she lied that she's going to Seattle, so she doesn't have to go to the dance. I don't think she's actually going to go to Seattle. I think she's just going to, like... I have no idea.
I think she's going to go to Seattle. She wants books. She wants clothes.
Yeah, but she's, like, lying about that stuff.
Is she lying about it?
Yeah.
I didn't catch that. I thought she actually wanted to go. She like made that up on the spot, and then she was like, it sounds like a good idea. I'm going to do it. Stick it to her guns.
I don't know. We'll see if she actually goes to Seattle. We'll see. But Edward's going to drive her. She said yes to Edward, so...
Yeah, Edward comes up, starts talking to her again. They try to... Oh, yeah, he appears out of thin air. He, like, apparently wasn't even next to her when they started talking. She's just like, oh, wait, where'd you come from?
Dude, this guy needs to be careful, man.
This guy's creepy.
Yeah.
He's like one of those bad stalkers who can't... He's just always getting caught.
I love that, yeah. Why the traffic jam last night? That was for Tyler's sake, not mine. I had to give him his chance.
Exactly.
So
Get wrecked.
So good.
Get wrecked, Bella.
Yeah, I gotta give Edward that one.
See? One more point for Edward, dude. He's gonna get it. He doesn't have much competition. He's got Chuck doing snow chains.
Yeah, that was pretty good. But the disses, man, you gotta award the disses like double points, man.
Heck yeah, dude. Combo!
Wreck Bella all day. It makes me pumped.
Exactly. It's kind of funny. She starts complaining about how he's rude.
You're stupid.
And he actually is apologizing. Like, I'm sorry, that was rude. He said as we walked in. I ignored him. I'm not saying it isn't true, he continued. But it was rude to say it anyway. I don't understand why he's, like, not trying to diss her anymore. He's, like, actually trying to be sincere now.
Yeah, I think he just likes her, man. I think he just likes her. I think it's over at this point.
Well, he definitely doesn't give up. Like, when she's trying to walk away, he's always, like, catching up to her again. Catching her on, like, trying to run away. He's like, you're doing it again.
Like, at this point...
Fine, then. What do you want?
At this point, you know something's going to happen. You know they're going to date. They're going to do something. Yeah, at this point, you just know. Yeah, Edward's giving in, dude. It's over.
That's when he offers, do you want to ride to Seattle? Yep, and then it's over. But wait. This is when she offers the face again? She says face? No, she doesn't say face here. Dang it. She said face somewhere else.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She says face in here a lot.
Yeah. But he does diss her truck. Can your truck make it there on one tank of gas?
No. I don't even know. Oh, that's what I wanted to do.
What?
I wanted to see if Forks is actually a place.
Forks is in like the Olympia. Is that what it is? Like that forest area.
So there's actually a Forks.
There is.
Oh, there is. So it's it is on.
What if they actually filmed it in Forks too?
It is on the west side, but it's like almost like the tip of Washington. Like it's pretty far. Like it's pretty close to the ocean, really.
Right.
But they,
Yeah,
I don't know.
thought.
So yeah, they're really close
tiny.
to the ocean. Yeah.
Dang, cool. I bet they get a lot of foot traffic.
I wonder if they actually filmed it there.
Forks Timber Museum.
Yeah.
Forks Twilight Museum. It is by the Olympic National Park.
Twilight Tours in Forks. Yeah, they must have done it at Forks High School.
Oh my gosh.
Why do they choose here? That's so weird. Maybe like the girl that... Maybe Stephanie Meyer is like from Washington State or something.
Maybe. You could always Google it. Why Forks? We could ask Bixby. Hey, Bixby. Wake up, Bixby. I don't even say her name right.
Bixby's a girl? That was I don't know.
Pretty sure it's a girl. Why did the... I ran into a problem.
I didn't understand that.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't. Whatever. Useless technology. Why Forks? If you Google why Forks, what comes up?
So apparently Stephanie Meyer never even went to Forks. She's never
just
been
picked
there.
it.
She just picked it because it was in Washington. It was rainy. She knew it was like rainy and foggy and all that stuff. And there was other stuff about it that fit her.
Okay.
It's so weird.
Well, whatever.
I figured it was gonna be a place that was actually important to her. Now that's just super like random, and she just chose it. I don't know. It's kind of stupid. But
It doesn't actually mean anything.
yeah, it just fit what she wanted. Whatever.
Yeah. At the end of the chapter, basically she's just like speechless because they're actually gonna like go out together. She can't even talk. She's just like nodding. I'm pretty sure that's not what she was doing. Sounds like a balloon. Sounds like you're just letting the air out of a balloon super slow. That would be the worst reaction ever. Hey, you want to go to Seattle with me? Yeah, that would definitely break me. That would break me. I would be like, never mind. Just kidding. You stay here. I'll go by myself.
Jeez. Well, that's that basically sums up chapters 3 and 4.
Finally got that over with. Oh my gosh.
I guess at this point we're gonna have to name MVP and then who's the worst out of these chapters.
Okay. So going off of points alone, Chuck's got 1, Mike's got 0, Tyler's got 0.
Tyler has like half a point. Just
Oh yeah, he waved. He was super dorky. That was pretty funny.
Okay, then 1 point because he almost killed Bella. I'll give him half
that's
a point.
right. Okay, we'll give him 10 points. He attempted murder on the protagonist.
And then obviously Edward with his disses and stuff. I don't know, man.
3 points per diss.
I think we both can agree that this week our MVP is Team Edward.
Heck yeah.
He just dissed Bella too much. It was too good.
It was pretty funny.
Worst
Things are lively.
Worst person.
Eric, he didn't even like get a mention. He was just such a loser.
No, he asked Bella to the dance.
That's it though. What a chump.
Yeah, I think Eric and Bella are kind of a.
Oh yeah, Bella.
I think they're
Bella's
both down there.
Bella's a downer, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think they're both down there. So next week we'll be doing chapters 5 and 6.
Oh,
Yep, we're still reading the book, Eric.
Shit. All right, I'll take notes. Fine. You convinced me.
I don't know. You did fine. I think the notes were whatever, but
I'll take notes. I'll make a game too.
Ooh, we'll have a different segment this next week. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'll make audio and everything.
I was thinking it might be kind of I don't know though. We'll have to talk about it, but I think it'd be interesting to get someone else on there, like maybe like a girl or something, like bring in someone that's read Twilight or something. That way they can like kind of
like at the end.
They could like try to defend Twilight while we're like dissing it. So it's kind of like we have, I don't know.
Nah,
I think it'd be interesting, but anyways,
we'll invite Stephanie Meyer.
there we go.
To a Skype call.
We'll have to get her info.
Exactly. Yeah, I'll send her my agent's number.
Can I have your number?
Can I have your number? Can I have it? All right, well, tune in next time to Twilight with Noobs.
Twilight Noobs.
Oh, is it Twilight Noobs?
Oh, yeah, Twilight Noobs with an S.
It is Twilight Noobs? I knew it.
Hissed. Twilight Noobs. But I was going to say...
Twilight Noobs.
I was going to say, if you're listening, just freaking share this. I don't know. Review it on iTunes.
I don't know if you want to share it. It'll make you look like a loser.
Just do what you want. Okay? Do what you want. And do it because we asked.
I would have no I'd share this with. Do us a solid. That doesn't sound right. I don't know if I'd want a solid.
All right. We'll see you later. Twilight Noobs out. Jason and Eric.